Hello, Robotics Notes fans. I'm still a little bit sick, but that's the way it be. I got a day off tomorrow, so hopefully I will get unsick then. But until then, it is 12:04 a.m. on August 3rd. Let's play Robotics Notes Elite like Animal Crossing. Akio Tsunomiya POV. The normally deserted field is packed full of people today. It's like the entirety of Nakatane-cho is gathered here. There's so many people here this year. Jin is beaming more than usual, and there's a bit of a hop to her step. She's pretty quiet during club as she watches me work, but I guess she likes a good festival as much as anyone else. Today is festival. Means let's all work together in Tanegashima dialect. Apparently, I've definitely never used it, but I guess it suits us perfectly. Robot Club. I'm not even gonna try. Did you just bring us here so you could say that? What's your beef? We came all the way here so we could deepen our bonds, right? Come on. The festival is held at Central Athletic Park, aka Taiyo no Sato, located near our school. It's close enough that we can actually see the fireworks from the old airport, so I got everyone together. But man, why did Fraubo have to be absent today? Want to ruffle Kai's hair like I always do when I call him a big jerk, but he's MIA, so I ruffle my own. Actually, wait a second. Where's Kai? Yashio-kun, he went to the hotel to invite Kojiro-san. So, he's not here yet. Oh, right. Wonder if he's having a hard time convincing her to come out. Maybe folks from Tokyo aren't into festivals like this. That kind of makes me a little sad. I've heard all about Fraubo. How she moved here by herself. Hasn't tried to make a friend, hasn't been to school since the second day. Maybe as a Tokyo girl, she doesn't even want to come near us, country bumpkins. It's probably a fundamental issue with her character. Furugori is obviously the type that struggles with communicating with others. In that case, why don't we try to help her out? She's one of us. Furugori seems fond of Yashio-senpai, so we should just leave it to him. Huh? Fraubo's fond of Kai. Is it because they're both into fighting games? Let me try giving him a call. And of course, no matter how many times I ring him up, he doesn't answer. What am I doing? Anyway, can I go home now? I'm not into this sort of mingling. Subaru then turns the other way and attempts to walk in the reverse direction of the crowd. Jin, don't let Subaru go! Huh? What? What the hell was that? Oh my gosh, something was in my throat. Weird. Jun freaks out and does her best to grab onto Subaru's arm. What are you doing? Sorry, you don't have to apologize. Just let go of me. Oh, but Aki-chan told me to grab you, so why are you both freaking out? Subaru awkwardly pulls himself away from Jin's arms and finally catches his breath. There's no reason for me to be here, right? Stop meddling so much, Prez. And you too, Daisuke-senpai. You don't have to do everything she tells you. I'm sorry. Jin, there's seriously no need for you to be polite to your underclassmen. It's okay for you to act tough. I know, but Hidaka-kun is way more mature than I am. Subaru once again attempts to flee mid-conversation. Ugh. This time I'm the one grabbing onto Subaru's arm. What is it? I told you, we're here to deepen our bonds with our fellow club members. I'm a ghost as far as this club is concerned, so it all works out. Wouldn't this make for the perfect alibi? Go on. You can tell your dad that the reason you were out today was because you were with friends at the festival, right? I get it. Looks like that worked. How about I buy you a mask? Stall selling masks catches my interest, so I decided to pick one out. Why a mask? Hey, Jin, which one should I get for him? Oh, how about this? P-Man. Or what about this Oopa mask? What about the Red Ranger? Oh, this is from... Man, this totally brings me back. Let's go with this one. I immediately purchase it and hand it to Subaru as a gift. This is a precious gift from your president, so take good care of it. These things don't come cheap. Since I'm not getting any allowance anymore, nor do I have New Year's money, this blew a hole in my wallet. Come on, wear it. Absolutely not. But it's a present. Never. Not going to happen. I'll accept it strictly for use as evidence for my alibi. I'm gonna be blunt. I don't like this one bit. Inside the athletic ground, next to the booths, is a special stage set up. There, participants are aloha dancing to Yublim and Yurim. People have laid down sheets to prepare for the fireworks show. And of course, there are tons of folks wearing yukata and happy. Who knows what that word is? I missed my chance to wear a yukata again. I recall saying something similar when I came last year with Kai. I wore one last year. I used to come every year with my little brothers. Oh, you have brothers. Yep, 3 of them. That many? I bet they're all here this year too. They should be around somewhere. Introduce them to me. But they're all kind of troublemakers. I'll probably make a sandbag out of you. They're much stronger at karate than I am. They sound pretty aggressive. I force out a laugh and look down at my phone droid. Kai still hasn't responded. My house is in Minamitane-cho, so up until junior high, coming to this festival was a bit of an adventure. Kai and I rode our bikes all the way over. Then once we bought the one thing we wanted from the festival, we'd leave. After we got into high school, we'd swing by on the way home from school. My freshman year, I came here with Kai as our senpai in the robot club. Last year, it was just me and Kai. Now that I think about it, I guess Kai was always with me when I came here. I don't have many memories of coming to the festival with Misa, though we did get to the go to the Rocket Festival in Minamitane-cho once. We both wore yukata and everything. Want some, Akio-chan? Huh? Jun's holding out some steaming hot takoyaki. When did you get that? Sorry, I love takoyaki, so I couldn't help myself. They look amazing. I decide to have one. I poke one with a toothpick and throw the whole ball into my mouth. Huff, huff. You can have one too, Hidaka-kun. Why is there a damn... Huh. Weird. You can have one too, Hidaka-kun. Thanks. Ugh. I burned my mouth. You know, you're pretty blunt with Jun, Subaru. Subaru blows on his takoyaki repeatedly in an effort to cool it down. Sensitive tongue? Is that a problem? He's so focused. I should leave him be. I glance around aimlessly. Just ahead of us, I spot a familiar face. Oh, Michi. What? What's up? Keep your head down. I lower my head to hide myself within the crowd. Isn't that Tanoji-san from JAXA over there with Michi? Wow, you're right. Wonder why they're together. And look at him. He's totally head over heels. His jaw is basically on the floor. I mean, he's usually pretty slack-jawed to begin with, but this time it's even bad for him. Ugh. What's wrong? It's just the image is too much for me. He looks silly, right? Ah, but I shouldn't laugh. No worries, you don't have to be polite with that guy. Michi and Tanoji-san seem to be enjoying their conversation as they follow the flow of the crowd. From afar, it looks like they look like a bona fide couple. Something smells fishy. Michi wasn't even there when we were kidnapped the other day. So they shouldn't already know each other. Or wait, is Tanoji-san trying to win us over by getting to our supervisor first? What? What? I wonder. What do you think, Subaru? He's still blowing on his takoyaki? Alright, whatever. I'm seriously just gonna leave him be. This is bad news. Michi will drop like it's hot the second she makes a seductive advance on him. He will? I don't really know Nagafukata-sensei very well, so I don't know. Trust me, I'm totes right. But wait, is it possible that he doesn't even realize he's being seduced? Though going by his face, he might as well be drooling. She's trying to pull the spine out of our supervisor to stop us from continuing work on Gun Build 1. I have to admit, I've never seen a JAXA lady like her before. Huh? We begin to share a pack of 5 yakitori kebabs as we continue to spy on the pair. Crap. At this rate, Michi's done for. But, I don't think we should eat before you get eaten. Huh? I turn around to check on my partners in crime. Jenna remains hesitant. Subaru has finally tossed the takoyaki into his mouth, but it's still too hot for him. He's holding back tears. These two aren't going to be much help. I'm going to have to step up. Michi and Tanoji-san are both offering each other the last yakitori kebab. When it comes to rom-coms, this is always the big fateful moment. They both reach for the kebab at the same time, and their hands inadvertently touch, causing them to blush. I must put an end to this charade. That yakitori is a no-go! I confidently march in front of the pair, quickly snatch away the kebab, and stuff it into my mouth. Gizzards. Oh, you guys came too? Well, if it isn't little Sonomiya, you're quite the glutton. Do you want gizzards that badly? But you know, stealing other folks' food is no good. Depending on the person, you can have the cops called on you. There's also an old proverb. Food grudges run thicker than blood. Pro tip. It's not a pro tip, it's just common sense. Oh, and gizzards are pretty tasty. Crisis averted. I was right to call a no-go on that. By the way, how do you two know each other? I went to the school earlier to introduce myself. I heard he'd be there today. I figured I might as well have him show me around the festival while I'm here. Listen, little Sonomiya, when you're an adult, there's something called social drinking. Got it? Now that he's right in front of me, I can tell that Michi reeks of booze. If I show Tanoji-san a good time today, the good karma will loop back around to the robot club, says Michi as he makes a ring with his thumb and index finger. Guess he's talking about money. Makes a huge difference. Leave it to me, little Sonomiya. I'll show her a hell of a good time. He sloshed. I'm starting to think he just wanted an excuse to drink. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure he can't hold his liquor, like, at all. He's probably drink himself into oblivion before she can ever seduce him. Tenoji-san, you really don't have to stick with this drunkard. Oh, I don't mind at all. He's a fascinating teacher. I can't believe she can keep a smile on her face after being dragged around by this drunk. Tenoji-san might actually be really sweet. But then again, I get this feeling that her eyes aren't smiling. Ah. Wow, fireworks. The bright lights boom in the night sky. How beautiful. Because of the aurora, it feels like the fireworks don't stand out all that well, but it looks like the fireworks are burning up in the night sky. They're so intense, it's like they're engulfing the entire sky. The sounds of their explosions reverberate all the way through the core of my stomach. After looking up at the fireworks for a moment, I glanced down at the screen of my phone droid again. Just as I expected, there's no response from Kai. Tried calling him again, but no luck. Hey, one of the frickin' rubber bands on my microphone went down. There we go, I fixed it. Did he ditch us? Gosh, you're always living in your own little world. Or maybe he's still trying to convince Frau Bo to come out. I doubt she'd enjoy this sort of thing anyways, so he should just give up and meet up with us. We always used to watch the fireworks together, so it's a little lonely without him next to me. I wonder why. It's not just the two of us this year. Jin and Subaru are here too. I have more friends, and yet somehow, deep down, I still feel lonely. Over to Kai POV. The night sky has already turned red due to the aurora is even brighter than usual. The fireworks have begun. I gaze out at them through the window in the hallway. I'm sure there are tons of people cheering and enjoying the fireworks underneath those fireworks right now. I think I went to go see him with Akiho last year. I've gotten multiple calls from her already, but I don't feel like heading over there. Still can't get over what happened yesterday. Forget all of this. I keep thinking about what she meant by that. I can't settle down. Times like this, the only thing to do is empty my mind and play Kill Ballad. That's why I decided to avoid the crowds and take refuge in the abandoned hotel with this shut-in high school girl. Senpai. I'm ready. You can come in. Don't stare at me too much. Is there a reason you're saying it like you're embarrassed? Not that I'd be surprised if there was underwear on the floor. I'm just letting my imagination run wild. You know, like a first night together sort of thing. I want to fall asleep embraced by your warmth tonight. Or should I embrace you? It'll be so intense that you might break. I can't scream, it's 12:24 a.m. Frau's stupidly hyped as usual. If you're gonna joke around, I'm leaving. There's a lot of banging coming from outside. What's the deal? Fireworks. Couldn't care less. You're the one who asked. Ranking number 2, just hop online. You might get matched up soon. Got it. I return to Frau's room. It's stupidly cold. Big surprise. It's also dirty. There's trash everywhere. Ever consider cleaning your room? Give me a lolly maid, please. Rosetta-tan could work, though. Alright. Rosetta-tan, hurry up. Come out of the second dimension, please. Frau's grinning while she speaks to her phone droid. So, I've been wondering, who's Rosetta? What? You play Kill Ballad, and yet you don't even remember the name of Gunvaral's main heroine? You're not a true fan. Well, during its initial run, she was considered a forgettable heroine. Doo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I have a Rosetta-tan and a Genki-kun bot in my phone droid. Rosetta-tan, greet him. Good evening, Yashio-san. I'm Rosetta Yuki. I can hear a girl's voice coming from Frau's phone droid. I'm Genki Doto. Pleasure to meet you. Ah, I've heard those voices before. They're the hero and heroine of Gunbarrel. Genki-kun is the one piloting the Gunbarrel you use so much. Ah, now that you mention it, I think I remember something like that. I don't have the disposition to remember anime characters' faces and names very well. So, they just spoke out loud. A bot has to talk or there's no point. Will they react to my voice too? You can give it a try. However, the bots are mine, so you don't get to see them. Doo-hoo-hoo. She's being really irritating. Why not let me take a look? Whatever. I try speaking to her phone droid. Yo, Genki. Yo, I'm full of spirit. Heh. Huh, that's pretty amazing. What time is it, Rosetta? It's currently 7:35 p.m. Have you had dinner yet? These are pretty smart bots. Did you create them yourself, Kona-chan? Washa! She's acting like she just had a huge victory. Can they talk to you on their own? Nope. It'd be annoying if they did that. Right? If only you could tell Irie-chan that. Irie? Did you call for me? Irie speaks as soon as I boot up Itaro. She's looking at me from within the screen. Frau's eyes widen. Huh? What's that? A bot? She looks super real no matter how you slice it. Thank you very much. Irie's troublesome because she tends to pop up like this. Now I have to explain things to Frau. Wait, I don't have to say anything. I can just let Irie do the talking. And so I tap on her in order to summon Gejine. My chest, having really weird chest pains these past couple hours specifically. It is not the vibe. It's not fun or good. I'm having a bad time. Huh. Switching to Gejine mode. Gejine, tell this perverted girl about yourself. Understood. Kona-chan, I think you should be able to see her on your phone droid too. Start up Itaro. Say what? Frau quickly manipulates her phone droid and... Whoa. What's with this hyper smooth animation? Is this higher than 60 FPS? It's gotta be 120 FPS at least, right? It looks completely real. Crazy. Extremely cray. She's totally fixated on her screen. Anyways, I'll leave the rest to Gejine. I check on the kill ballad matching status. Still no luck. This time, Frau provided me with a dedicated phone droid for the cheater hunt. Well, it's not much use for me as it is for Frau's own ease of use. She said she's been messing with the program, customizing it to make matching faster than before. According to her, number 2 is the only one I can be matched with right now. Number 2, aka Hanasono, Hanasono 1991. Currently ranked number 2 on the Kill Ballad leaderboards. Nickname, Lagger. To tell the truth, I don't think they're skilled enough to be in second place. Whenever I fight them, I don't get the sense that they're all that strong. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad at all. They play more like someone who should be around rank 100. Yet for some reason, Lady Luck seems to be on their side. Though I know it's not actually just luck. It's more like a terrible environment for playing online games. Every time you fight Hanasono, it's almost guaranteed that you'll experience awful lag during the match. It's not just 1 or 2 people who've experienced it. Hell, it's not even 100 people. It's everyone who's ever fought them. Easily over 10,000 players. While I normally lag a lot of the time, in Hanasono's case, there's no lag at the start of the match. Everything is normal at the beginning. But then midway through the match, the lag begins. There's seemingly no rhyme or reason to the timing. In fact, it's so bad that there's a site dedicated to investigating Hanasono's lag. The strangest thing is that once it goes away, you're the only one who's lost a ton of health. While you're hit by the lag and unable to move, Hanasono can seemingly move freely and beat their opponent. My chest is fucking... I don't know what's going on. It's gonna be funny if I, like, die. And then this series is just documenting the slow health issues of a guy day by day, not realizing he has, like, chest cancer or something. Thus, no matter how skilled you are, you can't beat Hanasono. The issue is that this is totally beyond the level of, like, super reaction speed. There's just no way to deal with it. Apparently there have been tons of complaints to management about the bad lag. Most people believe that it's caused intentionally via some kind of cheat. The management, aka Frau, agreed and has decided to include them in the cheater hunt. I've been doing some image training, building simulations in my head about strategies I can use to face Hanasono. I've concluded that it's still 3-7 in favor of Hanasono. Of course, I'll do my best to kick their ass, but can't do jack about lag. Thus, my waifu Rosetta is in fact basically every female character is my waifu. Boys, however, aren't waifus, they're ships. Got it. Eren X Genki. I completely understand. There were many thin books about them. There's, of course, there are some fetching a premium of over 100,000 now. Of course, I've already bought them. That's terrible. Paying a premium just because you have the money. You're rotten to the core. But that's a good thing. There are no girls who hate BL. A wise saying indeed. Concur. Big mood. Wait. How are they actually having a conversation? Even Genjine's normal speech patterns have changed. Do they understand each other? I have no clue what they're even talking about. If I keep listening to this alien language, I'm gonna go nuts. A high-pitched sound effect rings out from my phone droid wired to the PC. We got a match. We're in. Hanasono's machine is Bolt Valion. Frau's reverted back to normal. She starts monitoring the situation on her PC. Bolt Valion is a super heavyweight power fighter. It's slow, but each blow is heavy. It's normally a weak character, or machine, so you don't have to play too carefully around it. Story changes if they can move around freely in a laggy environment. Doesn't matter if I win or lose this time too, right? Okay. Here we go. Y Y A X A Y B Y X Y A Y A X B A Y B A X Y A X B Y B X. I'm not good at video games. That's my secret, Captain. Hate to break your hearts. Kapow. Whew. Seems about right. That's all Hanasono's got. They don't really belong in second place. Kona-chan, did you get any evidence this time? Frau's operating her PC. She's using an old keyboard, something you don't see much these days, tapping away with splendid finger movements. Grr. She's groaning again. Does that mean she didn't find any evidence? You gotta be kidding me. Rosetta, what's the stitch in Tokyo? All green. How? The Tokyo team is just useless crap. Wall punch. I want a wall punch. She punches at the monitor several times, stopping just before hitting it. Why isn't my cheat detection software picking anything up? Weird expression. Do they know what I'm doing? No, there's no way, that's impossible. They straight up activated their cheats during the match. What excuse does the Tokyo team have? Now, displaying the Tokyo team's chat log. This is terrible. They're all just blaming each other. Die, please. They got a lot more nerve. They got a lot of nerve asking me to help with the cheater hunt when they're so disorganized. Once I exit the room, I can hear the sound of fireworks still going outside. I'm all fired up from the match against Hanasono. Usually I'd play a few random matches to cool down, but I'm not really in the mood. Mwahaha. This is totes moe. Frown follows me out of the room. For some reason, she's breathing heavily and looking at me with bloodshot eyes. That ennui expression on your face as you gaze out at the distance fireworks is super moe. It's so chunabu. But by the way, I've been thinking about this for a while, but wearing a t-shirt under your uniform shirt is very wrong. What? You're supposed to leave your chest bare, SMH. I'm gonna lick up your collarbone. Seriously, as a girl, it's toast irresistible. I could go through 3 bowls of rice on that alone. Whoa, wait. Why are you trying to unbutton my shirt? Kuch. I hurriedly brush her hands away, and she clicks her tongue. You're even more ennui than usual today, senpai. Wait. I see. So you have some awful scar in your heart, right? She sticks her finger against me. Deets, please. Then I'll stick my finger into the wound and work it out for you. After I've dug out your wound with my finger, you'll be in tears, and I'll be here to comfort you. Victory! Please speak Japanese. Maybe I'll get Gejine to start interpreting her. No, none of this actually matters. I sigh and look out the window again. When did your mom go missing, Kona-chan? Why do you ask? Lately, I can't shake the feeling that while everything seems peaceful here, it actually isn't at all. I'm starting to feel like your mom might be related to this too. You know what? Forget what I just said. I don't know what to think after hearing that. But I'll bear it and take the bait. Calm yourself. To be honest, I previously asked Mizuka-san to look into the whole deal with Frau's mom. And sure enough, Kona Furugori's mom was in fact the director of Gun Barrel that went missing in 2015. If there's a hint that could help me find Mama, I'll take anything. Please tell me. I told you before, right? About why I came to this island. So I can search for clues about Mama's whereabouts. Frau's voice is soft, her head low. I can't believe this is the same girl who's going crazy and talking nonsense moments ago. Maybe everything she said is true. Maybe Kokumijima and Frau's mom were both pursued by some unknown third party and came upon this island. This island where Kokumijima was murdered. Frau's mom disappeared. Even if it's totally unrelated, 2 people in similar circumstances vanished on this island in a short period of time. Can they really be chalked up to coincidence? They might have something in common. Misune, I've learned too much and not enough. I can't just forget it all now. Have you ever heard of the Kamijima reports? Kamijima? Guess she's never heard of them, so I give her a quick summary about Kokumijima, the Kamijima reports, and their contents. Hmm. Even after I finish speaking, Frau doesn't take her eyes off the fireworks in the distance. It's about time for them to end. The festival doesn't actually have all that many fireworks. What year was it when the Kokomijima guy died? 2010, right, Irie-chan? Yes. Mama was last spotted on this island in 2015. Isn't 5 years kind of a long time? It is. In other words, you're trying to say that Kokomijima's death and your mom's disappearance are unrelated. How could I know that? That's why I'm gonna go look for these reports with you. What? With me? It's not like I'm doing it to help you or anything like that. What are you trying to say? How many times do I have to tell you? It's the archetypal tsundere line. Was I supposed to laugh? Frau is squirming around embarrassingly. This is the first clue I found about Mama's whereabouts since moving here. I found nothing over the last month. I was starting to worry about what to do next. Not that I really mind getting baited. Actually, I'd be happy if you were leading me on. Frau's expression is honest. She does that every once in a while. At the end of the day, I can tell she still loves her mom. But helping me look for the Komijima reports? I'll think about it. Before I realize it, the sound of fireworks are gone. I guess the festival is over. I meet up with Akiho and go home. As for why I didn't go to the festival, I'll just put the blame for that on Frau. Oh shit, there is a day tomorrow. Fuck. That's not on the daily records. Alright, well. I'm gonna put a save here. And I guess I will, after all, see you tomorrow. Weird. No Chio.